All right, guys, back with a little bit of a car talk. Today's Wednesday. This will probably get uploaded tomorrow. So it is a rest day. We decided to switch up a little bit of cardio. I just felt like my calves were taking a little bit of a strong hit. So we did stairs today. Now, I know you guys are thinking, oh no, stairs, nick your legs. Oh my God. No, I don't go crazy hard on stairs when I do stairs. Like, I don't do the whole level 7, 8, 9, 10 BS. No. We stick between 3 and 4. You know, if I'm feeling a bit froggy, we'll go to level 5. Only if I'm feeling froggy. But I just kind of focus on not really holding on that much, just kind of more of a balancing act in case I stumble. Being big, you kind of stumble. And more so just kind of like squeezing very hard every step, squeezing the glutes, squeezing, trying to tighten the hamstring, as good as I can. And honestly, just from that alone, I'll just pretty much sweat like crazy. So, yeah. It was a good little cardio session, I would say. And then we just did 5 sets of ball crunches. We did 5 sets, 25 reps a pop. So that was pretty good. And like I said, today's rest day. So basically what the day is going to consist of is resting. I have a therapy session with my therapist from 1 to 3, and then I have a haircut at 4:30. And then that'll be my day. I'll probably pack a meal. It's only 12 minutes away, but I'm pretty much OCD with the timing of my eating schedule, and I'll probably have to eat around 5:30. So by the time I'm done getting my haircut, it'll probably be about 5:30. So yeah, we'll bring a meal for that, and I'll just eat in the car when I'm done. But yeah, we're ticking the boxes today. Being Wednesday, we did reach a new low. I was 275, which is pretty cool. Definitely feeling like doggy doo-doo. But, I'm honestly having fun. We're just trugging along. Training's still really good. Diet's low, of course, but training's just been really, really good. I'm actually like really just having fun with it, I guess, So I sent Kyle pics today, so we'll see what he says. Like I said, we do them Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And any day he kind of like asks, if we do like a high day or something, we'll have pics the next day. So we'll do pics then. But we sent him pics today, so we'll see what he says. Yeah, look, guys, I think something I want to touch on is the difference between being arrogant and being confident. And I know I've touched on the subject like a million times. I just think it's very important to understand the difference. I don't find myself arrogant, I talk some shit, obviously, just to stir the pot. It's nothing like personal, but my confidence comes from myself, right? My confidence doesn't come from putting others down. When I was born and raised, I was raised, practice what you preach. And I know everyone's going to come in the section, oh, you bailed out of Olympia. Yeah. Listen, I whatever. There was a lot of shit going on in life, and I don't really need to justify it at this point. But I already know those comments are going to come. But getting back on topic, confidence comes within myself. I know what I'm capable of doing. I know what I have already done. I know what I have already accomplished. And I know that I can keep getting better right now in time. I'm not here to put any other competitor down. I'm not here to talk shit on any other competitor. Let me tell you something. I know going into this show that this is going to be like, let's be honest, it's going to be like a mini Olympia here. You know what I mean? This isn't light work for anybody. This isn't going to be easy for anybody. So, but I am very confident that if I bring my best, literally, which I think is going to be a package, in my opinion, that I don't think I've ever put on stage before, and that's just me being honest, I can win. And that's not arrogant. That's me being fully confident and transparent with you guys. I believe I can win. Whether that happens or not, that's out of my hands. But I know if I bring my best can win. I mean, that's that, right? I don't understand the problem. So, same thing for Derek, right? Same thing for everybody else. But I don't talk about them. I don't belittle them. I don't pinpoint them unless people ask me, where do you think you have the advantage, whatever. But I don't belittle nobody. I talk about myself. And I like to stay in my lane. I think for the past few years, I was trying to play everyone else's game. You know, come in tighter, come in leaner, try to get this aesthetic look. And I just, that's cool and all, but I'm a mass monster. I'm the mutant for a reason. I'm never gonna have this crazy aesthetic look. You understand what I'm saying? But make no mistake, I would say for my height and my size, it's not, my aesthetics is so it's okay. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? And I know, and I'm learning, right? And I know how to present my physique in the best way now. And when things are going the way I need them to go, I'm just gonna be hard to beat. And that's just me speaking from self-confidence to you guys. And I think where the arrogance comes from is a couple of things, right? I think not enough people. Oh, wow. I didn't know they built that there. That's kind of cool. I think it comes from a few things. I think people are afraid to speak their confidence out loud. So they take that as arrogance. Like, oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy talking like this? Arrogance. No, you just don't have confidence in yourself. And also, lost my train of thought. It's the prep brain. It'll come back to me. But, like, I just think people are afraid to speak their own confidence, and they mistake that for arrogance. You know, they're like, oh, he better watch out. He better... Listen, I'm not saying anything that I wouldn't say to anybody else, you know? Because, like I said, I keep alliterating. When I bring my best, I believe I can win. You know, but even if I don't, right? If I bring my entire best, better look than anybody, and somebody, or better look than any of my previous, and somebody was just better, like, cool. You know what I mean? But I was still my entire best. I still improved, right? Like, and I think people just like, oh, he said he's gonna do this, he didn't do it. Like, no, I just truly believe, you know, there needs to be more people in this world that aren't afraid to speak their confidence out loud, and I think it's okay to do that, you know, because it's funny. Everyone else does it, and it's like, oh yeah, that's cool. We believe. I do it. It's like, arrogance, blah. And it doesn't bother me. I'm not making this video because it bothers me. I just like to explain the difference for quite a few people. You know, but I am that firm believer, again, when I'm at my best, it is what it is. You know, and that's why I even came home, you know, with the exception, like I said, of even last year, you know, not being the best prep just because of where I was at mentally, where my family was at mentally. It was just a bad combo. But every prep I had that was successful, where I felt my best, was in Jersey. Right? It was in Jersey or in Florida, or not Florida, Jersey or Vegas. So I'm going to go where I feel the most at peace. And that's with family. And that's where I feel my best. So and I don't see a problem with any of those things, right? You got to go with your heart. You got to go with what you believe in. And at the end of the day, you got to go what's best. You got to do what's best for you. You know what I mean? Everyone, you're not going to please everybody. You know, and I, not that I ever tried to please everybody or get everybody on my side, but you're never, ever, ever, and I'm going to emphasize the word ever, going to please everybody and anybody in this world. And I just learned, listen, this is who I am. Take me for who I am or don't. I believe in myself. I believe in what I'm capable of. I already know what I've done, and I know I can just keep getting better. And I know I keep repeating that, but I want to instill that into everybody that watches these videos that does not have the self-confidence within themselves to believe that in themselves, to put it out there in public like that. It starts there. Because guess what? The moment you do that is the moment you kind of give yourself self-induced pressure, but it's a good kind of pressure that makes you want to work harder and prove yourself right. And that's what I'm here now. This show isn't for anybody else but me. This show's personal. This show's real personal. This isn't about beating everybody else. The show isn't about proving to anybody else. This show is about proving to me. This show is for me. And that's the way I believe everybody's got to go into a show. Or anything they're doing in life. You do it for yourself. You bust your ass to prove to yourself that you can do this. And I know I can do this. And I will do this. There's nobody. When I'm in that zone, I'll say it now. When I'm in that zone, nobody can beat me at that zone. So that is the car rant for today. We'll be back for another one. And I hope you guys enjoy your rest days, whether that's Wednesdays or Thursdays or whenever. Hope you guys take advantage, rest, chill, and yeah, we will continue to do these.